From the people that brought you the GoPro 10, the GoPro 9, and the GoPro 7, comes the GoPro 77.
This is actually a video about the GoPro 11. Alright, so what's so special about this GoPro 11?
Well, it records 5.3K video at up to 60 frames per second, 4K at up to 120 FPS, and 2.7K at up to 240 frames per second. Perfect for shooting high-res, slow-motion clips.
Now, I know a lot of consumers are not going to understand what was just said, but basically camera companies make up words and numbers to confuse you into thinking they have a great product.
Next year, you'll be able to film in 200 SPF.
But it actually does film the most detailed shots of any action camera, and the slow motion clips are better than the iPhone 14.
It also films in 10-bit color.
And that's compared to its previous 8-bit, which is 16 million colors. The 10-bit holds up to over 1 billion colors. Which is absolutely insane until you realize that none of that actually matters. Because human eyes can only distinguish about 1 million different colors, which both 8 and 10-bit are well over. It really only makes a difference in post-production when you do some color grading.
The 8x7 aspect sensor lets you record in full frame and crop footage for YouTube or TikTok.
But my question is, what about MySpace Video?
This sensor allows you to shoot in 2 different views, including the standard Super View.
This is the view I think users are going to use most often, as it's the view you use for up-close action shots.
And the all-new Hyper View. It's the most immersive widescreen footage you can get straight out of the camera.
The Hyper View is going to excel at POV shots. I really like the fact that it's going to give you 13% more height on your videos. So theoretically, you should be able to see your wakeboard grabs a little bit easier, as opposed to really relying on pointing your head in the direction of the grab.
It also has the Horizon Lock.
This is a really cool feature because it keeps your shots level and steady. So make sure you turn this feature on when you hand your GoPro to your friend who films like this.
And there's Hyper Smooth Stabilization.
This is also useful as it will keep your footage as stable as a relationship between 2 happily married horses.
Numerous time-lapse modes for star trails, auto light trails, and light painting.
And if you use these time-lapse modes enough, you'll slowly turn into Casey Neistat.
The GoPro 11 does perform better in low light and darker settings than previous iterations.
For me, that really doesn't do much, as I'm not really much of a night rider myself.
Waterproof down to 33 feet.
But don't go down to 33 and 1 inch, because then your GoPro will implode into the quantum realm.
A front-facing camera.
This is actually really cool. They've actually had these out for a few years now, so if you have a GoPro that doesn't have a front-facing screen, definitely a must-have, game changer for sure.
Solid touch interface and voice command support.
Alright, check this out. GoPro capture. GoPro stop recording. GoPro turn off. These are just a few of the many ways you can use your GoPro using voice commands, but I'm hoping that next year I'll be able to use Neuralink as a way to turn off my GoPro via thought.
Our new Enduro battery lasts up to 38% longer.
This is actually really funny because up to 38% really doesn't actually mean anything. One of the tests that I looked up gave us 90 minutes to its previous 77 minutes, which is an increase of about 14% battery, which in fairness is better and between 0 and 38%. Also, if you subscribe to this channel, you could win up to $1 billion. What's the problem? I said could and up to. I'll give someone $1 and call it a day. My lawyer doesn't like that I said that, so please don't sue me.
The Enduro battery also works well in cold weather, down to 14 Fahrenheit.
Which personally doesn't affect me here in Florida, but if you're snowboarding or if you're doing a real sport like curling, that may be a factor for you.
We are also offering the GoPro $1 Million Challenge, where we give away $1 million to creators that can help us make a really cool highlight reel.
So my odds are good?
More like 1 in multiple millions.
So you're saying there's a chance. So does GoPro make a better product every year? Yes. Is this the best action camera on the market? Yes. Should you upgrade if you own a 9 or 10? I personally think the Hyper-View is the most useful tool out of this, and they have improved a lot of things very minimally. Personally, I think the GoPro 11 is very similar to the GoPro 10 and the GoPro 9. I personally wouldn't buy this if I owned one of those unless I was shooting a lot of POV shots, or if the monetary investment's not a big deal for you and you just want the best camera. So if you own a GoPro 8 or something below that, or if you're getting your first action camera ever, this is highly, highly recommended. The biggest cons that I have with this is that even on the 11th edition, GoPros still overheat, and the price is really expensive at $499. The price you can make a little cheaper if you get the GoPro subscription. You'll save $100 on a new GoPro as well as get some other stuff.
Including unlimited cloud backup, saving up to 50% at GoPro.com, and no questions asked, camera replacement.
Personally, I just use it to get a cheaper GoPro and I get rid of it in a year. And GoPro will even send you an email a year from now going, hey,
do you still want to give us more money?
which you can go,
No, GoPro. I don't want to give you more money.
they'll cry and you can put that money to good use, like putting guac on your Chipotle burrito. And if you don't like the price, there are other action cameras for cheaper prices and other features. The Osmo Action 3 has a lot of the same features as the GoPro, going for $329, and it doesn't overheat. The image on it is great, it's just not as distinct as the GoPro. Their battery life is a little bit longer at 140 minutes versus 124 minutes for the GoPro, but it also doesn't perform as well in low light settings. You can get an Insta360 for $365 and literally never miss a shot, but it does take a little longer to edit. If you're interested in any of these cameras, there'll be links in the description below. Catch you guys next time. Peace.